President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima have urged the Presidential Election Petition Court to dismiss the application by Atiku and the People's Democratic Party for a live broadcast of proceedings. They urge that the relief sought by the applicants are not such that the court could grant it. With much respect to the petitioners, the motion is an abuse of the processes of these honorable courts, the respondent stated. Besides describing the application as frivolous, he said the court is not a soapbox, stadium or theater where the public should be entertained. Through their team of lawyers led by Chief Waleola Pept, they wondered why a petitioner would file an application to distract the courts and waste its precious time. Is this really coming from APC, from the presidential vice president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima, that this is a precious waste of time? Have they forgotten the rule of law? Have they forgotten that if you have any grievance with any election, you can go to courts instead of you taking law into your hands? I think they need to do the right thing. And I believe if APC doesn't have any skeleton in their cupboard, they should allow whatever the courts grants. So they shouldn't interfere with the Supreme Court's decision. So far, they believe they won free and fair. They should not be worried or they should not be too excited. They stated in the counter affidavit that the application relates to a policy formulation of the court, which is outside the PEPC's jurisdiction as constituted. The application also touches on the powers and jurisdiction invested in the President of the Court of Appeal by the Constitution over such matters. The application is aimed at dissipating the precious judicial time of this honorable court. The said application does not have any bearing with the petition filed by the petitioners before this honorable court. It is in the interest of justice for this honorable court to dismiss the said application filed by the petitioners, I said. In the attached written address, the respondents forwarded the applicant's reference to the fact that virtual proceedings were allowed during the COVID-19 pandemic. Argued that Atiku and his party failed to draw the court's attention to the fact that practice directions were made by the respective courts for the exercise. Another angle to this very curious application is the invitation it extends to the court to make an order that it cannot supervise. The position of the law remains, and we do submit that the court, like nature, does not make another event or another which is incapable of enforcement. The respondents are stated. More so, they stated that at the very best, this application is academic, very obtuse, very unnecessary, very time-wasting, most unusual, and most unexpected, particularly from a set of petitioners who should be praying for the expeditious trial of their petition. These words won't really go down well with PDP. Why is APC saying this? I believe the court has the final answer, and the chief judge has the final answer. But these words coming out from stakeholders in APC, from the lawyers, and from the defendants is uncalled for. They are saying as if they want to influence the rule of law. Fine. Whatever comes, whatever happens in the courts, you should know that there are President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima will be inaugurated as the President and Vice President come 29th of May. And nothing can change that, though the court has the final say. But this cannot be an hindrance to the inauguration coming up that day. Petitioners have brought the application under Section 36, Bracket 3 of the Constitution, which provides that the proceedings of a court tribunal shall be held in public. When public has applied under Section 36(3) of the Constitution has been defined in the plethora of judicial authorities to mean a place where members of the public have unhindered access, and the court itself sitting behind open doors, not in the camera. Even in situations where a class attention is presented, the particular people constituting the class being represented by the plaintiffs or petitioners are always defined in the originating process. Here, in this application, the public whose behest this application has been presented is not defined, not discernible. Beyond all this, it is our submission that the court of law must and should always remain what it is, what it should be, and what is expected to be. A serene, disciplined, hallowed, tranquil, honorable, and decorous institution in place. It is not a rostrum or a soapbox. It's not also a stadium or theater. It's not an arena for public entertainment. With so much respect to the petitioners, the motion is an abuse of the processes of these honorable courts. Sincerely, they don't have right to oppose. Now, it is left here for the judge to decide. Why is APC saying this? They don't have any right. They're trying to buy the way out. Are they afraid that PDP has concrete evidence for the president-elect Bola Tinubu to be removed even after he is declared as the president on the 29th of May 2023? It seems the words they've spoken are even more than the words that the aggrieved party, PDP, and the presidential candidate of PDP, Atiku have said, because these words, they've used a lot of synonyms, they've used a lot of verbs to analyze the petition from PDP. They don't need this. Let the rule of law as its course. And I believe they haven't forgotten when they said last week that whatever the court decides, they will always support it. So why are they against what the court allowed, that there will be a live broadcast? APC should be very careful, because this can also be used against them, that they are allowed. And it was the representative, I even said it when the president Tinubu traveled last week. He said they will duly obey to letter whatever the court decides. So it's now left for the court to decide, and they should just obey and follow due process.